How's the bacon, did you say? How's the bacon, did you say?
Hello, welcome. Another week, another episode. Welcome to Send Him Off. My name is Sam, and joining me as always is my ever-present podcasting partner, Alex. A week where Sergio Aguero's hung up his boots. Been some COVID. It is sad. Been some COVID disruption, and I actually discovered what a mocha was today for the first time. I know it's not football related, but I thought I'd get it out.
You've never had a mocha before?
I've never had a mocha.
My favourite caffeinated drink.
It was lovely. It was. You know, I am bouncing off the walls now. Though I don't normally drink caffeine. So
there we are. We're in for a good episode today.
Yeah. We are. Transfer watch today. So
pretty self-explanatory, to be fair.
Been in touch with our friends from.
Mike's gone. Hey, look out!
Hey,
look out!
Good start.
Start, boys.
Yeah, we've been in touch with our mates from the world of football, across the Premier League, fans from every club, and we basically ask them one simple question: what is your team's priority in the January window? Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Easy peasy. All we had to do was ask them. They did all the work. Actually, my favourite type of.
They did.
My favourite type of research.
All I've done is collated into a nice little table. So
we'll
shall
discuss
we start?
whether they're right or not.
I'll get the table up and we'll start. We'll start at the bottom, I think, with
Go on,
Norwich and Mr. Chris Reeve.
Chris Reeve got in touch.
We didn't get in touch. We asked him.
Well, yeah. To be fair, we got in touch with him. In all fairness,
he said that they need a striker backup for Pookie. I mean, they're pretty low on goals.
I was going to say that's pretty fair. Maybe I don't know. Part of me's thinking maybe they need another a challenger to Pookie, not just a backup.
Yeah, I think it's a similar situation to Leicester. We'll talk about it in a bit, obviously, where Vardy's sort of 33, 34 now, isn't he? Somewhere around there. Yeah. And obviously, Patson Daka's come in. Vardy hasn't started the last two. I don't think he's played the last two.
Yeah, Patson Daka grabbed the goal last week as well, didn't he?
He's quality, honestly. The more I watch him, the more special I think he is. Let's hope they stay away from Joel Pirot.
Well, we'll get to that later on, I suppose.
Yeah, let's hope they do. But yeah, Norwich short on goals. I think I'm liking Dean Smith already, though. I know they lost to Villa yesterday, but Villa are a tidy team, especially under Gerrard. So I think there's no shame in losing to Villa, to be honest.
It's his first game as well. One of his first. Is his first? Or, one of his. It's that first it's that transition period for them. Yeah. So you can't expect them to go guns blazing when they haven't exactly lit it up so far this season.
Do you think they'll stay up?
See, the thing is, when I talk to Chris, I believe they will.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same every time. He lulls me into false.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like 5-0 the week after.
Yeah, but the truth is, I don't know. It'll all depend in January. February will tell. If they aren't picked up by February, then it is good as done. But I'm not giving up on them just yet.
I mean, they're 3 points off now?
Yeah, it's not impossible. People seem to think they were down before they even, before the season even kicked off. It's not the case. They might well
still go down, mightn't they? But there's other teams in trouble. I mean, we'll talk about Leeds in a bit. They're obviously in trouble given the result. Yes, I know it was Man City, and I know they are
7-0.
Bit of a force. Let's talk about City. Actually, let's go from the bottom to the top. Sounds like that Rude Cardi B song, doesn't it?
Rude Cardi B song.
I'm not gonna say the right name. Yeah, the Man City. So we've who was that?
Was it Dave?
David, yeah, from Blue Moon, who said basically City need a striker. They're not clinical. But they score enough because they create enough. But Chelsea or Liverpool have scored more. Not after yesterday. Liverpool have, but Chelsea haven't. He did send this before yesterday. Or before the Leeds result, I should say.
Because when this goes out, it's not yesterday.
On Saturday, but they won't do any business in January except in exceptional circumstances. They very, very, very rarely do anything in the window. I've noticed that with City.
I have as well.
They do all their spending in the summer, don't they?
Yeah. I think it's sensible as well, to be honest, to do that because you've got a completely fresh team. You can bring them in, you can integrate them in the team, go away on pre-season tour if you have to, or you know.
I think putting a lot of faith in a January signing, it either pays off or it doesn't. And I know that's a Michael Owen kind of thing. It either pays off or it doesn't, obviously.
But it's a very
one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
Like it tends to be either a Bruno Fernandes situation or the one that
Torres.
springs to mind for me is Torres. Yeah, I know he scored in the semi-final. That wasn't his first season, though, I don't think, was it?
No, it weren't. I think it was his second.
I think so. But it goes one or two ways.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not sure City need a lot. I'm not sure City need a striker, to be completely honest with you. I know they've only got Jesus, but Pep likes playing in this false nine, and it tends to work. I mean, they scored 7 goals against admittedly a really, really poor lead side, but 7 goals.
A part of me thinks they probably will need a striker because you're going to miss Sergio Aguero, no matter who you are. If you're City or if you're Swansea, you're going to miss Aguero.
Aguero didn't actually play a lot
towards the end of his career. Yeah.
Because he wasn't using a striker.
But that was going to lead on to my next point about what Dave said. Because they've got such creative players.
Yeah.
If you put, you could put anything.
Front, to be honest.
Exactly. You, a duck, me. You could put anything up front and it'll score at least 10 a season with Kevin De Bruyne playing behind it.
Yeah,
so it's one of them things like, they could probably do with one just for the sake of having a striker. But I don't think, it's the end of the world if they don't get one.
No, I completely agree with you. We'll stick at the top and we'll go Liverpool. Good friend Jacob.
We got in touch. Good old Jacob, thank you.
He says, I'd say attacking cover for the front three, a Jota type sign-in, someone who can play all 3 positions up top. Losing Mane and Salah will be a big blow, particularly Salah. That's if the AFCON does go ahead. Obviously, bit of
it might not now,
with everything. I hope it goes ahead because
I do. I'm Sky are showing the games apparently.
Exactly, that's right. I'm really looking forward to watching it.
I mean, what happened to Minamino?
Oh, I don't know. Is he still? He was on loan to Southampton last year, wasn't he? Couldn't even tell you if he's still there, to be honest.
Not a clue what's happened, but Liverpool have got the resources, I think, within the club as it is. So I don't really think they need cover.
I said
it'd be nice to have some
season, and I think depth is Liverpool's massive issue. They've got a lot of really good players, but they've got I look at Man City's bench, and I think that's a world class bench. I look at Liverpool's bench, and I think it's a good bench. It's not a bad bench by any stretch. But
it'll be a better bench if that bench gets more game time.
Yeah, which it doesn't tend to. Klopp doesn't tend to rotate a lot.
No,
and I think
but if you've got a winning
team, that's
team,
interesting actually, because Pep, if you play fantasy football, he's an absolute nightmare for rotation. So is that why they've got a world class bench? Is because every single player in our City squad really plays regular football.
If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd probably be saying a defender first and foremost.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I feel like another centre half wouldn't go amiss.
Potentially,
even as backup.
In terms of depth, I feel like. But
that's what I was saying.
They've got Van Dijk, obviously. Joe Gomez, quality, I think. Konate is looking really good. Matip's all right. Nat Phillips has been playing brilliantly. He's fantastic against Milan the other day. I know he's been linked away though, and hasn't played one Premier League minute.
Who's the starters is Joe Gomez and Van Dijk, yeah?
Or Konate, I think.
Or Konate. I'd like an extra one because I don't think Matip is like creme de la creme.
No, I agree with you, yeah.
So I'd like to see another world class one just to keep it a little bit tasty at the back, just so nobody gets too comfortable. Yeah, but that's me, just being a bit picky.
To be fair, I think with the top teams, there's not a lot.
There's not a lot you can say. They've got enough money; they could buy whatever they want.
But the top 3, I think, have been near perfect this season. Near perfect. Being the the big word there. Chelsea 3rd place. TFE, obviously, I've got to admit, TFE has got in touch. He said maybe we will have to see the extent of the Chilwell injury. If he needs surgery, potentially a new left wing back. Apart from that, probably nobody.
I don't disagree. Yeah,
no, I agree. I look at Chelsea's midfield and I think there's nothing to do there.
I think there's one of the best
I think they've
midfielders in the world.
Probably one of the best centre-half parents in the world at the moment in Thiago Silva and Rudiger.
But will Rudiger be there next season?
I don't think he'll go in January. I think
True.
if he goes, it'll be the end of the year. And I think that's an end of the year problem.
It'll be very telling if Chelsea do buy centre-half in January. As for strikers, though, they're pretty well covered for strikers, forward players.
Yeah, exactly. I think, Marcus Alonso, he's all right, and he's not brilliant.
But he'll do the job.
Yeah, it comes in clutch for FPL now and again. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think if Chilwell is long term, then maybe you need to be looking. But then, what happens when Chilwell comes back? I know it's good to have competition, but thinking
Chelsea have got. This is a situation where I would have said just play an academy player, and that's all I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. But just play an academy player. Why not?
They recall that Baba Rahman from Reading. No,
why not? Why not call him back?
He had Ethan Laird in his pocket the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, to be fair, he did, but that wasn't one of his best games.
No, we've done the top three. We'll do the bottom three. We've done Norwich.
We'll
chat about Newcastle. We had a bit of a chat with Talk of the Toon about this a couple of weeks ago. Go and listen to that episode if you're interested. It's a good old little episode. I enjoyed that one. Newcastle takeover.
Yeah, it was good.
So Talk of the Toon have said shipping goals has become a problem. We can score. It's just crap at the back. So we need a solid, proven centre back. About 28, 29, can see out the good 4 or 5 year contract. Someone like Thiago Silva, but a couple of years younger. I don't think that was a suggestion to sign Thiago Silva. I just think it was in that mold. And then they've got a shopping list as well as a decent striker, centre mid, left back, right back, and centre attacking midfielder.
That's only a bit to do.
To which I just replied, not a lot then.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got the resources now to do it.
Yeah, it looks like Dele Alli's headed there today, I've read. Which I'm not sure about that one.
Neither am I. I'm not sure about Dele Alli personally.
I don't know how much he's going to give to Newcastle. You know what I mean?
He could turn around and do a Jesse Lingard though.
Yeah, but I feel like Lingard gets a lot of bad press, but I think he hasn't got an ego at all. I think
Dele Alli does.
He's prepared to work and he's prepared to get dirty and work. Lingard. I'm not sure what Ali is at the wrong end of the table, and I'm not sure how his attitude will reflect that. Time will tell. I hope he proves me wrong, to be honest, because he was quality back in the day when he
was all right. That one season, he was okay. I was never blown away by him personally.
I think, and I've said this on several occasions, that if he hadn't have scored that goal, was it against Palace?
I think it was that little flick, was it? There's two factors.
Yeah.
That and the fact that he's English.
Well, and he came from MK Dons for like 5 million, didn't he?
There we are.
That's what I think as well. If he hadn't have scored that goal, I don't think he'd be nearly as hyped up.
No,
personally.
Me neither.
Next is Burnley, I believe. We've got Turfcast. They have said
what possibly could Burnley need?
Centre midfield. Seem to get overrun in midfield. And if we don't, the opposition manager changes it to overpower our weak midfield. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I look at their midfield and like Brownhill, Cork. Yeah. Nothing special, is it?
I can't really put my finger on who they bring in though. Like I'm having to think. I can't really I don't mean to be rude. Who's got a
scaffolding license?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to be rude.
Who's the most Brexit footballer you can think of? They'll bring Lee Cattermole out of retirement.
I was going to say Lee Carter, Joey Barton.
Yeah, he's cutting about these days, isn't he?
But yeah, I don't want to sound so depressed every time I talk about Burnley or so like down. But it's just when I think about Burnley and I think about like, the group of players and the sort of, it's all a bit sort of like,
Why we're on Burnley, I know he's not listening, but I just want to
Connor Roberts, wish him well.
Roberts, yeah. Nice to see he's out of hospital, so good to see.
All the best to him.
Yeah, proper. Once a Swan, always a Swan. Proper
Swansea boy. Always a Shark.
Yeah, proper Swansea boy. We've got a Watford now. Bradley, who we had on for our pre-season previews. Top man Bradley, I liked him.
He was nice. They were all nice. You were all nice.
Nice, to be fair. There wasn't any I didn't like. Definitely a central defender and a central defensive midfielder. Get those, and I'm confident Ranieri keeps us up.
I think they're up anyway. I think they're pretty safe, personally.
The thing is with Watford, I'm finding, is like 1 week they'll blow me away. Not like in terms of like stylistically or like, but they I'll just be watching them and they're staying up. They will stay up. And then the week after they just lose I don't know, they lose to the other day. Like, for example, they just lose to like a Leeds. Like somebody.
The problem is
should be winning.
They're losing to teams around them, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Centre half, centre defensive midfielder. I mean, a lot of their exploits, their expenditure. I can't get my words out. a lot of their expenditure was on
Not ideal
forward
for doing a
players.
podcast, is it?
It's
Can't
not,
hear
is
you,
it? No, because all you
No.
can do is listen to me. But yeah, it was a lot on like attacking players, forward players, if I remember correctly. So I think they scoring? I don't really think they're scoring
Well,
that
yeah,
many.
they are a little bit. Emmanuel Dennis is banging them in.
Yeah, but
quality, bit of a meat chew almost.
fair play to him, man. All the best to him. But could they have forgone one or two attacking players in the summer transfer window to try and cover the centre half position, or the defensive midfield position?
Yeah, but then they've lost Chalobah. He's gone to is it Fulham, I want to say.
Might be
in the Championship. And obviously they lost Will Hughes to Palace.
Yeah,
that's two of their best midfielders gone. So maybe we'll see that money sort of coming back in now with C. We'll see. I like Ranieri though. I'd love to see him stay up.
Oh, me too. And then I'd love to see him win it again.
Can you imagine Watford win the league next year?
Watford win the league next year. They just about avoid relegation this year.
We'll stay at the bottom-ish for now, and we've mentioned them a few times. We've got the Leeds. So Lou from LS11 has said a centre defensive midfielder or a centre mid, and I then prompted him and said,
Robert,
who do you think? But any names? And he goes, anybody that's as good as Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's got quite a lengthy layoff, and I said, well, you're not asking for much then, to be honest, like. As good as Calvin Phillips.
I didn't think his injury was that like severe.
I thought a while, I think.
Yeah, I know he's been out for a while, but I didn't know for how long left he'd be out for. But I think in Leeds' case, it might be a case of a loan.
Yeah, maybe. They baffle me. Leeds absolutely baffle me. They've got
Why
so many players out at the moment, though. Like so many out. So that might explain it. But I mean, they just it's bizarre, isn't they? Absolutely. Is
Bamford still there?
He's out though, I think.
Oh. Okay. I mean, okay.
Scored and then he got injured straight away, I think.
I'm not like discarding the fact that having all those players out, your important players, is going to have an impact on the side. But 7-0 to City, Premier League,
I don't care who you're playing. You shouldn't be losing 7-0.
It shouldn't be 7-0.
No, shouldn't be happening. So,
but there we are. I can't really say too much about it.
Who's next? Southampton, another team I'm a little bit confused by this year. Southampton, Omar. This was who sort of grew up in and around the Saints.
Southampton.
I don't know what they did in my arms then. I came at the frog, didn't I? He said Southampton need new defenders. They've been conceding far too many goals at the back, and the absence of Vestergaard has been felt this season. They don't have much money to spend because of the poor ownership. But an experienced defender to go into one of the centre-back positions would solidify that inexperienced back line. Someone of a Gary Cahill mold would do the trick. I'd personally try for someone like Jan Vertonghen just to see them out until the end of the season.
I think that's a bit much asking for Jan Vertonghen.
I think he's Benfica.
I don't know, but he's sort of seeing his career out now. So I think that bringing him back into like top Premier League football is a bit much myself. I can see what he wants, I can completely see it, but like, again, I think I wouldn't say a loan, but I'd go free transfers. Whoever's on a free transfer for Southampton, just pick him up.
And they brought in like Willie Caballero.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
he's a random footballer, isn't he? That guy, he's played for City, Chelsea.
I can't remember. I think it was just those two, as far as I'm concerned.
I think in England, yeah. I'm pretty sure anyway.
But
somewhere, I don't know. Okay,
he might have done.
Isn't a Willie Caballero special?
But yeah, I think a free transfer. I keep, Ryan Bennett's name pops up. I'm not saying they'd be interested in Ryan Bennett, but that kind of player. Yeah, exactly. He's been through a few battles. Yeah, exactly.
Go to Everton now. Kieran Rance has helped us out on this one. Go have a look at his TikTok. He's got a bit of clout on there. Fair dues. Creative midfielder or right back. Right back really intrigued me. Because Seamus Coleman, did you see what he did the other day for Conor Gallagher's goal? Did you not see it?
No.
So they got a free kick. He won a free kick down by his own corner. It was 2-1, I think it was, or 1-1. And he basically tried to blast it at Jeff Schlupp against Palace to get it like a free, to get him booked and stuff. and he was literally about 2 yards away from him, and he missed it completely, and he went straight to Palace and then straight to Gallagher, and he scored that worldie. But
was that it?
I read a fair bit on Twitter about Coleman, how he's sort of been, with Leighton Baines, another club legend, obviously, from what I gather from Everton fans on Twitter, he was sort of phased out, like, while he was still considered a club legend with the legacy. It's the whole Wenger argument again, did he go too late? But, Luca Digne come in and Baines was still probably able to play, but he went out as a legend. Coleman is, through a lack of a replacement, has just been allowed to deteriorate.
Exactly. That's the
now
thing.
Tarnishing his legacy, from what I can gather.
That was kind of that's always the sort of the age-old problem, if you will. Do you sort of call it a day and leave them wanting a bit more, or do you sort of drag it out and think, okay, one more season until you're a hindrance?
Just finding Everton are just like I say it all the time. They're a Neely club. They're just every year. It's like, will we? And they never do. And like in the summer, they were linked to that Denzel Dumfries, the Dutch right back. They were linked to him when he was in the Euros, scoring every game, like from right back. And they've ended up with Seamus Coleman again. Like, it's just a Neely. He's gone to Inter now, isn't he, Dumfries? But
probably a better move for
Neely. I think Rafa's on the way out.
Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely. I think they get Wayne Rooney in. Well, I think it's going to be another Lampard situation.
It's a bit sort of, the ex-Premier League footballer show, innit? Kind of thing now. I don't want to, bash them because, you got to give it a go and fair play. But get a bit of experience. What, Wayne Rooney? Who's he in Derby, was it?
Yeah. Bottom of the Championship.
All right, but in all fairness, they don't deserve to be bottom of the Championship. But I don't think you can bring him in to sort out your problems.
No, I think you need. Well,
if
you need an experience there. They got Rafa, then he does that.
Well, yeah, exactly. And if Rafa don't sort it out, there's something, obviously wrong. So something needs to change.
I can't work out what it is with Everton. I think they're expecting like top 4 football, but they just don't have the facilities. They don't have the squad.
No, I know.
Like, the likes of Iwobi, Tom Davis. I don't even know if Tom Davis plays anymore, to be honest.
I think he does.
Like, even like Holgate and like Ben Godfrey's all right.
It's like meh. It's always a bit sort of like.
Would they get into many of the Premier League teams? Probably not.
Only teams below them, potentially.
Even then, it's a maybe.
I think Burnley would probably, like, if Tom Davis went to Burnley.
Hey, that's a shout. Actually, they want
him
to midfield. That's a shout.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, if he went there.
License.
Probably. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say. He looks like a plumber personally, but
Yeah, I can get on board with that one. I can get on board with that one.
But I don't know. It's one of those ones like they just got. I don't know what the ambition is with them. I just don't know. And as for an attacking midfielder, it's not too much we can say about that, is there? Given Everton's current situation,
that's not.
But
Right, swiftly moving on. We'll do this one geographically. We'll go North London. We'll go to Arsenal first. Den from Sideline Talk. Definitely a centre midfielder. Ideally a striker too, but a centre midfielder is the bigger fish to fry. Wouldn't mind a McGinn type.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? That is a bit sad. A club like Arsenal going after a player like
John McGinn.
With
all due respect, I rate McGinn.
No, so do I. So do I. But a club like Arsenal going after sort of that says a lot, doesn't it? Very telling.
I'd like to put a bit of respect on Arteta's name as well. They're 6. Not bad.
It's not bad.
The squad they have.
I think first and foremost, Arsenal need to sort out the captain.
Well, yeah, obviously.
First and foremost, they need to sort that out because I don't know if you were watching Sky Sports, but I saw a little clip on Twitter, and there was was it? Yeah, it was Twitter, and it was from Talk Sport. Can't remember where it was, but she was reading off like the last must have been 15 or no 9 captains from the last 15 years.
Gallas
all of them,
Tottenham, didn't he?
Yeah, he sort of swan off to Tottenham. He forced moved to Barcelona. Went to United.
Shaka disciplinary. Koscielny went to Bordeaux.
Yeah, he forced moved to Bordeaux. Mertesacker was injured.
Yeah, Arteta was one of them. He's
he was.
One who hasn't done nothing wrong. But it's a bit of a shambles in it. But other than that, I think give it to Kieran Tierney. I think personally.
Rob Holding. No.
How long is Rob Holding sticking around that squad if they're going to top
true.
four?
That is true.
I rate Tierney. I think he's a good player. And
yeah, and I do.
Think he's captain material as well, I think. Years to come, I fancy Smith Rowe for it, to be honest. But
probably, but then I don't know. Arsenal are just another one. I just think, I hate to be an Arsenal fan. I really would hate to be an Arsenal fan. With all due respect, what have you got to look forward to as an Arsenal fan? Emil Smith Rowe, fantastic, great footballer. Saka as well, the same. But it doesn't seem like there's a project, kind of. I don't feel like there is. I know you said before there is, but I just feel like they just lump these young players, these two young players, in a squad with absolutely no endeavour, and just said,
I think it's come in. I really do. I think there's Tomiyasu at right backs looking decent. I think Gabriel is looking all right as a newish signing. I know he came last year. Tierney looks quality to me. I rate him very highly. They've all right. Thomas Partey's looking crap, to be honest. But they're younger players. Aaron Ramsdale as well, bit of a revelation. So I think
Aaron Ramsdale will do the same thing. I don't know. Give me a foreign goalkeeper in the Premier League. Edouard Mendy. He'll do the same thing as Edouard Mendy, and Aaron Ramsdale will get all the credit and all the plaudits and all the rest of it, simply because
he's English.
There we are.
English tax.
So,
English tax. Moving across North London, Tottenham. The Extra Inch podcast. They said centre back, right wing back, and a striker.
Oh, a striker! Well.
Can of worms.
That is a can of worms. Yeah.
Can of worms. Harry Kane, the flop.
I mean, has he bagged at all this season?
One.
He's got one.
Premier League. One in the Premier League. To put that into perspective, Fred has 2.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think more respect needs to go on Fred's name personally.
Well, I think Rangnick has found his Brazilian passport.
He's looking decent. I think again it comes down to, I don't want to keep harping on about the media, but you'll have one bad game, all on your back, and they'll just make you out to be some useless donkey. And the fact is, Fred isn't. But
Spurs,
anyway,
the centre back situation of Spurs frustrates me. It frustrates
me. Davidson Sanchez,
because we know
Joe Rodon is good enough. Yeah,
we know how good he is, and he's not getting the chance there for whatever reason.
If Mourinho had stayed, he would have done.
If Mourinho wasn't playing him that much, though.
I think he was waiting.
I think that Spurs just signed him because he was a young player who they knew they could get for peanuts, basically, from us. And I don't know, it just frustrates me because imagine him playing for us, Martin. I know we're talking about Swansea again, but
when don't we?
Can you imagine it? It'd be beautiful. It would bring me to tears.
Well, it brings me to tears now. The fact we got sort of Ryan Bennett, etc. But there we are. But Joe Rodon is Premier League quality. Simple as that. And he can get into that Spurs team. And if he does, and he gets a few games under his belt, you'd be fine. You'd be sorted for centre-halves. You wouldn't need to worry.
I hope he goes on loan.
Yeah, and I do.
He goes on loan to a Premier League side, proves its worth. And then...
well, who needed a centre-half? Was it Watford?
Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle. Go to Newcastle.
Yeah, Watford as well.
Keep them up.
Yeah.
But there we are. I couldn't. What else do they need? They need a full defence,
right
basically.
Back, right wing back. I mean, Doherty's absolute dunk. Let's be honest.
That was a bit of
Emerson Royal. Yeah.
Nuno didn't really know what he was doing there.
Probably a reason Barcelona let him go. And then signed Dani Alves
for a Euro.
38-year-old Dani Alves.
Yeah, 38. Yeah, exactly.
So, I think that says everything you need to know. The Harry Kane situation is just annoying me because he should be getting absolutely ripped a new one in the media, but he isn't because he's.
Of course, he's not Prince Harry. Why would he?
There we are. We'll should we go geographically again? We'll go to Aston Villa and Wolves. What do you want to do first, Al? Take your pick.
Villa.
We'll do Villa. We need to sign a right back to ensure we are covered if Matty Cash were to get injured. Otherwise, looking promising under the new guidance of Gerrard. I'm liking Gerrard. I'm really enjoying him. I hope he does well.
What was interesting there wasn't what was said, but what wasn't said.
Go on.
Louise Lavelle, shout out Louise Lavelle, thank you. She said right back cover. No mention at all about cover for Jack Grealish or anything, or need some sort of replacement.
In fairness, they've spent an absolute crap load.
But they spent well.
Have they? Have they?
Well, they don't need to be.
He's
okay.
all right, done all right. Leon Bailey might as well not be here. Ings has disappeared. You know, their best player this year has been Jacob Ramsey, who's come from the academy.
Okay, well, initially I didn't think they spent very badly, but
the thing is,
maybe
right,
upon reflection.
Listen, on paper, if you look at the players on paper, they haven't spent badly at all. I think they've invested quite well. But if you look at the way they're actually playing, Dean Smith didn't get them going, right? And Gerrard might. Buendia's looked a bit better. But
Buendia is the one I'm sort of pinning my hopes on, really. Danny Ings...
Buendia didn't do much for the Norwich in the Premier League, really.
Yeah, but Norwich is the same with Norwich. Todd Cantwell isn't doing much for Norwich, but then he'll come down to the Championship. And I think if Todd Cantwell goes to another Premier League club, he'd probably do all right. He'd be like another Conor Gallagher, to be honest. But just opinion. But I don't know. But as far as Villa are concerned, what can you say? They spent all right, as you know.
Yeah, Villa are going to be one of these teams this season that just are there.
Yeah,
I mean, they are ninth. They are ninth, right? So
it makes no difference.
If Gerrard takes them to Europe, right, which I don't think he will, but if you can get them like within touching distance almost, you know, like with like 10 games left, and you think, oh, it's a chance. I think we're in for something special potentially in time.
I was going to say next season it might be.
We said that last year though, didn't we, about Villa?
To be honest, we did. But then we didn't see this coming though. I never saw Gerrard going to Villa. No, true. But because Ollie Watkins was scoring, he was doing all right. Dean Smith hadn't playing. You just don't know. You don't know. All the best to Villa. Wolves, what do they need?
Wolves. I know this off a Talking Wolves video. They just posted on YouTube, so go and have a look at that. 3 players I picked out that he said, Dave. Ben Brereton Diaz, who is literally scoring for fun. I really hope he goes because we've got Blackburn early February at home. So I really hope he leaves because we might stand the chance of picking up a 0-0 draw.
True.
But he's scoring for fun. He's quality. Since he's had his Chilean passport, there's something about him. You know, he's got a bit of magic about him.
My phone's going off. Sorry, everybody. I've been interrupted.
This is riveting. It's
absolutely
riveting. Let's watch Alex
answer
play
his
on
phone.
His phone.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to see him fetch a striker in, obviously, because Jimenez isn't really.
Do you know what though? Wouldn't you love to see Blackburn back in the Premier League?
Do you know what? I wouldn't dislike it because it would sort of take me back to the old sort of Barclays days, yeah, proper when I first started collecting the shootout cards and etc. But again, they're another one I don't really care, to be honest with you. How many tiers did they drop?
I think they did go to League One event.
I was going to say, I'm sure they've sort of danced around in League One for a bit.
They did one season, maybe 2. Yeah.
But no, it would be nice to see them back, obviously. Are they a Premier League club? No.
It's completely different now to where we was, even when we went up. The infrastructure you have to have at a club to be.
Yeah, I don't know whether they'd survive if you haven't got sort of the facilities, the training, even like an academy. You know, you're not looking too good.
Yeah, but obviously they got an academy when they.
Well, but you got to have a good academy.
Yeah,
I think you just got to have a nice looking facility. To be honest with you, if it looks
that's
nice.
That's criteria, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, off we go.
In you come.
Yeah, Blackburn. Wolves, you're talking about me.
Yeah, Wolves. I was just saying probably they wouldn't.
I think Blackburn on in the Premier League.
Yeah.
What are you talking about Blackburn for? Wolves, centre back. They said as well. Nat Phillips was touted, but another one, Joe Roden might be that.
That would be. I think that would be even better for Roden, to be honest with you, than Newcastle, because he wouldn't be in a dogfight for relegation, so it'd be a bit more relaxed for him.
I keep seeing the name Renato Sanchez thrown about as well.
Really? Just because
he's Portuguese, isn't he?
There we are, yeah.
Literally anybody who's Portuguese.
As long as you're Portuguese, Ronaldo's name's probably been thrown around once or twice.
I think it was.
Unironically.
Probably.
Centre half.
We'll stick to this part of the table for now.
Go on.
We'll go Brentford. Billy, who shout out to Billy. Actually, he was on Sky Sports the other day. With
Yeah, he
Carragher
was,
and
wasn't he?
Neville.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
He
Send him
fed-
off the Carragher and Neville. Oof.
What a journey he's been on this year.
No, what a downgrade, isn't it? Just stop it there. So he said experience right back since Dalsgaard left. Roslev has been good, but more experience needed, more pace on the left. To be honest, right?
I think it's just nitpicky, to be honest.
Yeah, but you can be, can't you? Because,
It's true, yeah.
They're 11th.
Mm.
They how many games they lost? 6 games. They've only won 5, but like not bad. Like 20 points from your first 16 games in the Premier League. Not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're impressing me as well. As much as I hate to admit that they are. I would like to point out that Ivan Toney is a fraud. Because he's not scoring.
He's not scoring.
Yeah,
goals.
people are like, oh, he's so physical. He holds the ball up well. I'm like, yeah, but he's got 31 goals last year.
Well, penalties.
Where's his goals this year?
Don't ask
Just
me.
like to put that out there.
Don't ask me.
Some lovely
But no, I
Ivan
do
Toney
agree.
slander.
It is good to have a physical striker. Huh?
I just wanted to put some Ivan Toney slander.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only a matter of time, isn't it? Why not? But yeah, it's good. It's good to have a physical striker, but it's even more important to have a striker that scores the goals.
Yeah,
all right.
They're scoring though.
They're scoring goals. Yeah, I know, but you want to have a striker. If you want to be doing well, you got to have a striker that's getting you 12 goals a season at least for a club like Brentford.
They are impressing me though, and the thing I said about Brentford is no matter how much I dislike them, they invest so well and they're smart. They're smart in the market. So whoever they bring in will do well.
Yeah, I know.
They will.
So,
they're not going to bring in a player like a club like I'm just picking them up. Everton or Southampton might bring in who 4 months down the line is probably going to flop because he played well in League One or like the Dutch league.
Well,
just hasn't adapted.
Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, exactly. That's not like a Brentford type of signing. They're smart, so whoever they bring in will do well.
You might not have heard of them if you're a Brentford fan. You might not have heard of them, but
yeah,
chances are you'll probably enjoy watching them.
I said they'd go down at the start of the season. I think that was more out of spite.
No, yeah, you didn't say they go. You hoped they'd go down.
There is an actual clip on TikTok of me going, I beg Brentford go down.
Yeah, those were your
I stand
words.
by it. I beg they go down, to be fair, but
they probably
they're not. They're not going to go down. No. From Brentford to Brighton, that was nice, wasn't it?
Brentford to Brighton. I don't know what the Brighton need.
Brighton, quite a long one, this one. From Josh at Together BHA. I think we have 3 positions of need as of right now. One's a defender. I mean, Joe Rodon again. He better be charging us commission.
I was going to say, we're throwing his name around like there's no tomorrow.
Take a shot every time we mention Joe Rodon.
Restart the video, actually.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot every time we say Joe Rodon.
We can bring in at least 3 loan recalls that I believe they will do. So that's like Moises Caicedo, Leo Ostergaard, Matt Clark. Need a striker. I mean, Morpay bangs him in now and again.
He'll go through phases. Like he'll go through a dry patch, and then he'll bang him, and then go through another dry patch.
What I absolutely love about Morpay is I absolutely love a player that just just boils the piss of so many collective fans. I love it. I love
like
it.
a Vardy.
Yeah, he's just
like a Vardy.
I love him. He's brilliant. Former Brentford as well, isn't he? Actually,
is he?
Yeah.
I think he is. No, you're right. Yeah, I remember.
They did. Because Watkins was brought in to replace him.
To replace Neil Maupay, yeah.
And then Tony was brought in to replace Watkins. Or he might have been already there, but you know what I mean. And some goals from midfield he's asking for. That's what he's asking Santa for, Josh. Some goals from midfield. They don't score a lot from midfield, to be fair.
Well,
I can't tell you who Brighton's goal scorers are, really.
Yeah, I was going to say. Knockout's not there anymore, is he? He's gone to
Fulham, isn't he?
He's gone to Fulham. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Is Tarek Lamptey all right? I'm not asking you to go and check up on him.
Yeah.
Just wondering if he's playing. I haven't been keeping an eye on Brighton, to be honest.
If you're listening,
yeah, Tarek, go on.
It's all right to talk, mate. Come
send
on.
a message in. Come on, have a chat.
Yeah, Brighton. So a couple of things needed. Goals from midfield tends to be a theme. A lot of teams need a better midfield. Do you think that's maybe because of the quality in teams like the midfields, like City, like Liverpool? I was going to say United. We'll go there in a bit. I'm leaving that to last.
Oh, sorry.
Am I boring you, Al?
Well, it's just talking about all these things. Oh my gosh, so tired.
If you're yawning, God knows what the listeners are doing.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, everyone. I don't know. It's a good question talking about the midfield because I think the midfield is more important now than it ever has been, as far as winning or losing a game is concerned. But again, if you've got a striker that's scoring goals, you don't need goals from midfield. You just need creative players. Yeah. And if you've got Kevin De Bruyne now who can do all of it, then okay, well done, congratulations. But if you've got a player that can create, do you know what? I even think about Mesut Ozil, and I know it probably won't be that popular with a lot of people listening, but Mesut Ozil could pick a pass. However you wanted to describe him as a footballer or however hard he works, he could pick a pass.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So I think a few more players like that might be needed. Okay, yeah, work a bit harder, but an intelligent ball player who can find that final ball, because with the runners, with the strikers, like you think of City, they got Gabriel Jesus, and he's not gonna be a traditional striker. He'll always play on the shoulder. So as long as you've got that player who will play that ball in, you're sorted.
Yeah, lovely.
That's me solving all of Brighton's problems.
Exactly. I just realised my computer's not charging. Dead now. Right, there we are. Yeah, I'm probably going to split this into two parts actually, because we're going on a little bit.
We sort of dragged it on, are we?
Yeah, Anyway,
should we carry it on?
Let's carry on. This is
going to just cut it in half.
Because I'm probably going to have to cut it in half, like 20 minutes early.
Yeah, I know.
So
if you're listening, there we are.
Right.
Left.
Where were we? Palace. DR, our good friend DR, back in the nest. Bit of depth, he says. Don't have enough ball-playing defenders. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Back up to Tyreek Mitchell. Fullback would be nice. And another striker if Mateta leaves. Doesn't think he needs to do that much business. Quite a solid squad. I'm loving Palace.
I really enjoy watching them. I really enjoy watching Crystal Palace.
If they want
Gallagher.
Gallagher's been outstanding. Special player. If they want a ball playing centre back, they got one of the best in England, in my opinion.
Mark Guehi, 100%.
But he is playing. We say that like he's not playing. He is. I just think they need somebody next to him.
And a good ball playing centre half. Who do we know that's a good ball playing centre half? Who do we know that could be available?
Take a shot, ladies and gents.
There we are. Joe Rodan. There we go.
Lovely. Not Joe Rogan.
No, not Joe Rogan. The large man. Joe Rodan.
Joe Rodan.
But yeah, Joe Rodan and Mark Guehi at the back.
Yeah, I'd like to apologise to Patrick Vieira publicly. He won't be listening. Well, I thought they'd go down. I don't think I said it in my predictions, but I think I put a 5 on
in
it.
your heart. Thought they go down.
Yeah, which they're not going down. They're
definitely not going down. I do enjoy watching them, and I'm glad they stayed up.
Yeah.
All those years just for this, to be honest with you, because I think they've earned it.
Also, I'd like to point out kudos to Palace because their goal difference is 0, and I love looking at that on the TV. I love it. It's lovely, isn't it? 0.
Very, very. What's the word?
It's just consistent, isn't it?
Consistent, but what's the other word?
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, no, satisfying.
No?
Satisfying. Yes. I don't know why I forgot that word.
Long
yes, I know. Honestly,
satisfying.
What a day I've had.
Two teams left. I think.
Who could they
Three
be?
teams left. We'll go West Ham first, and good old Trev. That's
Biggles.
Got in touch. We definitely need 2 strikers, as we only have one in Antonio. We're linked with a few, so it's hard to say who's likely to come. I mean, yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? When you got a player as good as Antonio,
yeah,
you're going to need a bit of backup. It's Spurs' problem all over again though, because Kane, when he was scoring,
didn't have any backup.
To like December, January, and his ankle buggered up as always, and they had nobody. Son would have to play up front.
And that wasn't the answer.
Still did a job.
But it wasn't like Son wasn't.
It's not a permanent.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think West Ham just
who though? Who could? Do you know what? West Ham could attract some tidy players.
Thing is, they've sold
really
Haller, haven't they? And he's banging him in the Champions League. For Ajax.
Wasn't he their like top signing?
40 million, wasn't it? And they sold him for something like 17.
Yeah.
So.
But if he doesn't fit the system, he doesn't fit the system.
Exactly. In Danny Moyes, we trust.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do fully trust David Moyes.
Yeah.
So whoever he brings in, and I do think he'll bring a striker in. It'd be nice if they did.
What did Trev call in?
Moyes Saya.
Yeah, the Moyes Saya.
Yeah, I like that.
To be top four though, they're looking good. They're looking good, and they could well get Champions League next year. And wouldn't you just love to see?
I'd love to see West Ham fans in the Champions League.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't
it? What else did he say?
No, nothing.
Just was it just a striker?
Two strikers.
I think that's testament to how good West Ham are playing though.
Yeah, I mean they don't need anybody else. The defense.
Another striker that won't even play. So fair play.
Yeah, their defense is impeccable. I mean, Soufal is actually some people say Koufal, and I don't know Soufal maybe. Who knows?
Big Lucas
as well. Ogbona's like
Gabriel,
33, 34. I know. And like
he's had a revival. Fair play.
Unbelievable.
Fair play.
Zuma's looking quality as well. Craig Dawson, I love as well. How the hell is Craig Dawson in the top four?
Wasn't Craig Dawson? He was at Spurs.
No, that was Michael.
Oh, Michael. Sorry, yeah.
I think that's his cousin. I might have made that up.
You might have done.
It might be his brother. Sorry, I'm gonna have to Google this in real time now.
So I'm just gonna have to do a bit of filler.
Yeah, do a bit of ad lib in my. We'll find out now if Craig
Dawson.
Talk about Mockers or something.
Oh, Mocker. Well,
yeah.
Nobody cares about Mockers. But no, I don't know why I mixed Craig Dawson with Michael Dawson, because he had a bit of a funny career, a bit like Tom Hiddleston, to be honest with you. A bit of a funny career. Not too much else I can say about Craig or Michael Dawson, because I don't really know either of them very well. I do, however, want to talk about Lucas Fabianski, who I really enjoyed at Swansea. Thank you, Lucas, for your wonderful service. Please hurry up.
I can't find it.
No.
Anyone knows, tweet us.
Yeah, please do.
Just that nugget of information, because I will forget to Google it. This has gone down the pan quite quickly, hasn't it?
It has. But it's all right, because we're nearly finished.
Yeah, two more teams. I want to talk about Leicester first. Chris from Leicester Till I Die. This is a little controversial one. If you listen to half the fans, it would be a new manager. When everyone's fully fit, I don't believe we would need anybody in January. What we want is the players we have to put in a performance. Interesting. Rodgers out.
Interesting point. He's Rodgers out, is he?
I don't know if Leicester fans now, it's a little bit of be careful what you wish for.
I think it might be.
I really wonder whether Rodgers is obviously Leicester looking. I know they've won the league in the last 5-6 years. I know that. And I know West Ham haven't. But I think they're trying to go to the levels where West Ham are now. And I know West Ham haven't finished in the top 4 spot. I'm not for 1 minute saying that.
Neither do Leicester.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're saying. But I think for me, in my mind, Leicester, I'm not saying they're a bigger club in that sense, but as a Premier League club, like as a club, I'd be more fearful of a club like Leicester than I would be of West Ham at the minute. Just because of, I think Leicester have got a bit of a stronger foundation. I think the bottle could fall out of West Ham.
The bottle falls out to Leicester every season, though. Every season. It happens every year. It's happened the last 3 or 4 years where they've been in a top 4 position until about week 31, 30. The remaining 8, they just absolutely cack their pants and end up finishing 6th. Every season. I do wonder whether Rodgers is the man to do that. I know he finished 2nd with Liverpool as well, but that was Liverpool. And he had Luis Suarez.
Exactly.
It's a difficult one, but it could well be a case of be careful what you wish for. And who comes in as well? Who comes into that?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It'll be a case of like Lampard or Rooney, or they'll just but who though? Who would they bring in? Not Lampard, but they'll bring like an ex-footballer.
I'm not saying it won't be Lampard. I mean, like I wouldn't.
I personally I wouldn't go either. I'd stick with Rodgers, and I do think they probably do need 1 or 2 signings. Who I don't know. Maybe like another creative midfielder, maybe. But who doesn't need a creative midfielder?
Sort of back as well, though. Now, so
but if he goes again,
Madison, you love him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But when he goes, they miss him. I don't know, and I don't want to know about a striker because Joel Pereira's not going anywhere as far as I'm concerned.
No,
he's staying.
Let us know. Let us know. On
Joe
Twitter.
Roden off there.
Rogers
Why
in
not?
or Rogers out.
Yeah,
Even
Rogers
if
in
you're
or
not
out.
a Leicester fan, is it a case of be careful what you wish for? Lastly, let's
Finally,
go
finally,
to Trafford.
go to Man United. What did
Mr. Rangnick? Omar, this is from Manchester Evening News. United need a holding midfielder. They play with a double pivot still with Rangnick, like they did with Solskjaer. Double pivot is usually Fred and McTominay, but they essentially do two roles in a one-person position. Someone like Declan Rice or Frankie de Jong would be perfect because they can also transition the ball from defense to attack.
well, he's
Declan
ruled
Rice
himself
isn't
out
going
of that.
anywhere, is he?
Neither is Frankie de Jong. Well, Frankie de Jong is not going to Man United.
I
so
think he might. No, I think de Jong's on his way out.
Of
Barca.
where? Barca. Yeah, Barca.
Yeah.
Of where? I was told. Well, not told. I read. Told by who? Who was I told by?
Your source.
I read. Yeah, I read that his old man came out and said, yeah, he's not going to go to Man United.
Oh, I've heard
Leave
Liverpool's
Barca.
one about.
I don't know. Barcelona's the wrong move for Frankie de Jong. Barcelona's the wrong move for anyone, to be honest with you.
At the moment, yeah, it's a death trap at the moment, a dead trap. Career suicide, man.
I don't know.
I think there's a lot more wrong with United than just a older midfielder as well. I think.
What would you say?
I think they need centre half.
Probably, to be honest. I mean,
Possibly.
definitely they do need a centre half for sure.
Other than that, right? United have got a quality side. They're a good side.
Yeah, but it's not Man United. It's not a Man United side. It's a good side, but it's not like
it's a good side and Ronaldo at the moment.
Yeah, Ronaldo's that one. We playing United on that means, or Ronaldo's playing. It's not been playing United because before
Even
it was
Bruno,
playing Man United.
Even Bruno hasn't had much star quality this year.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Pogba's just I don't know.
Pogba wants to go. He wants out. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think he's gone on a free in the summer, which is bizarre. Why they let him go on a free? They should have sold him last summer, shouldn't they?
Exactly.
Where he'll go as well, I have no idea.
Back to Juventus, maybe. Back to Juventus.
Yeah, could do.
But look, I don't know. I don't want to think because he'll end up signing a new contract now come June. So who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't like to say anything to do with Man United because they'll pull something out of the bag and they'll probably end up finishing third.
Oh yeah, they will finish top 4, I think. No, actually, do you know what? I'm back in West Ham.
Yeah?
I'm back in West Ham.
Chelsea.
United will be West Ham. United will be 4th in February. But I'm back in West Ham because I think United, they got Atletico in the Champions League, and I think they beat Atletico. I got a feeling. I think Ronaldo masterclass is incoming.
I got a feeling.
So I think they'll beat them, and I think they'll be like, oh, Champions League. And also, Rangnick has got a really lovely sequence of fixtures now. Like his first 8 or 9 winnable games. Like not easily, but fairly easily winnable games. So I think he's going to win his first 8 or 9, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, it's class! He's revolutionized them." But I'm back in West Ham. I'm going to say it. I'm back in West Ham. They're going to do it. Top 4.
Time will tell. Who knows?
Liverpool are going to win the league as well.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Still think Chelsea. Oh, did I? I can't remember who I said, but at the minute
We
I'm
both said
saying
Chelsea
Chelsea.
at the start of the season. But
I can't
Liverpool are
remember
going to
if I
win
said
the
Chelsea or
league.
City.
Liverpool are going to win the league. West Ham are finishing 4th, and Southampton getting relegated. Those are my 3 that I'm going to put out there today. Southampton and Leeds are going to get relegated.
I said Southampton. I don't think Leeds.
You did. You did. I think Leeds are going
Southampton.
down. I really do. I don't think Bielsa's lasting the season either.
It'd be a shame if he goes. Personally,
it will be a shame, but like you can't. They are playing crap, aren't they?
Yeah, but he is doing that sort of go in or go home sort of thing, which I like. I respect. Okay, he might not be winning a game, certainly not winning against City, but I don't know. I'm just glad it's it's not cagey football every week.
Yeah, I suppose it's all right to watch, even if
as a
they are
neutral.
hammered.
Yeah.
No.
So
There we are. That's all 20. That's all 20. Just quickly, what does Swansea need to do in the transfer?
Centre half.
Agreed.
Centre half.
And I'd like a number 10. Still creative player.
Yeah, but the priority has got to be a
absolutely. Ball playing centre half, and just I'd pay for Reece Williams' taxi back to Liverpool. Sorry, Reece.
No personal, offense. Hopefully,
But you are rubbish.
Sam's words, not mine. I'm not going to slander.
I will.
He will. Yeah, I know.
Ivan Toney, Reece Williams, who else?
Liverpool.
No, do you know? Like I said the other day, I am warming to him a little bit. I'm enjoying watching them. I actually don't think I'd mind if they won the league.
Oh, you wouldn't mind?
No, I don't think I'd mind. I think I'd rather them win at the City.
Guys, what's happened to him?
It's a midlife crisis.
What has happened to him? Something's happened to him.
Maybe I'm mellowing.
Perhaps you are.
Maybe. And on that bombshell.
Exactly, yeah. On the full Jeremy Clarkson.
We'll leave you to it. This is actually our last episode of 2021.
Is it?
We'll be back on New Year's Day.
Oh yeah.
For the Send Them Off Awards. So get your votes in. There is a link in our bio on social media. Instagram at Send Them Off Podcast. Twitter at Send Them Off Pod. Drop a vote in there for your favourites. And we'll announce the winners on New Year's Day in a little episode. I hope you got your best suit ready, Al.
I got something ready. I'm lying. I haven't got anything ready. I don't know why I said that.
We'll see you then. Have a lovely Christmas, guys, and a happy New Year. Thank you for all your support this year as well. It's been a good old year, isn't it?
Yeah, second year now. Well, Second Christmas. That's it. Now.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Thank you to all our guests as well this year.
Yes, thank you to everybody who came on. We enjoyed every single one of you, and we can't wait for even more.
We can't. That's true. Thank you guys for your support. It does. We only do it for a long way. It does go a long way, doesn't it? Yeah. So thank you. Have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy the football. I really hope it isn't cancelled. And
if it
stay
is,
safe.
we're screwed.
Well, but technically we're not because we got the awards. Anyway, we're just gonna ramble.
Yeah, let's go.
Have a lovely Christmas. Stay safe. Enjoy New Year. And we'll see you soon. Ta-ra.
Take care.